Alrighty, we are back. Another edition. Sean and Spin of the Morning episode. I always forget. I think it's 39. It is episode 39, July 23rd on a Wednesday, a hump day episode. Gotta love it. With a lot of baseball, kind of second half stuff, things that happened yesterday, things that happened early in the week, a lot of cool stuff, plus things to look forward to, which we'll get into all that and more. First, Sean Spin of the Morning, presented by Off Base Media. Shawnee, how are we feeling?
Good, feeling good. The standings haven't changed much, but we've seen a lot of ups and downs already so far. Talk about the Tigers, 2-8, Phillies losing to the Angels, now win the series against the Red Sox, going for the sweep. Yankees, Volpe's up in the air. Brewers tie it top of the Central. Exciting stuff. A lot of movement. This has been a really, really fun MLB year because there really isn't a whole lot of clear cut. Like the Dodgers have their flaws, the Cubs have their flaws, the Phillies, everybody has flaws. The Tigers are now showing signs of flaws as well. Like this is been a very good MLB season.
Yeah, do you think there's like maybe not a surplus, but a fuck ton of good teams this year? And by good, take good as you will. Like obviously there's a difference between good and great, but like B tier and higher.
100%.
You know.
100%. Because think about, I wonder how many first place teams we've seen this year that have fluctuated. Mm-hmm. Like, let's think, like the East, Toronto and New York have switched. That's 1, 2. Tigers, I think, have stayed there for the good majority of the time. So 3. Mariners, Astros, those 2 have been switching as well.
Sure.
Philly, New York, those have been switching. Brewers are now tied with Chicago. That's 2. Dodgers have really steadily stayed in first. I don't know if the Padres or Giants ever tied it. Did they?
For like they've had their like 15 minutes under the sun.
So we're talking like 6 or 7 people all around first. No, that's actually probably more, like 8.
No, yeah, we were like upwards of like 10 to 12, depending on how the West is. And that's just people in and out of first place, let alone we'll see what Texas does. We'll see what, we haven't talked about Boston yet, or I guess no one else in the NL East. But that's why it seems like the Cardinals had their run-ins under their sun,
True, yeah. Like I think that's why this deadline is so much more important than past deadlines, because in the past you can make the argument that there were clear-cut ones. But now this year you cannot make that argument at all. You can't. So we have it's completely wide open. It's whoever has the best deadline, in all honesty.
Yeah, I agree. There's probably like no more than 3 S-tier teams, and actually at the rate we're going right now, I don't even know what the current power rankings would look like, because you mentioned the Dodgers having their flaws. They haven't been like, holy shit, blow you away as of late. The Tigers actually just lost a series to the Pirates, and they also lost a series to, at the time, an under 500 Texas team to open the post-break shenanigans. So the Tigers actually lost their first 2 series post All-Star break. So it's not they're not like entering the second half like holy shit, like the way that they ended the first half, I should say. So yeah, so if those teams that were considered S-tier teams have now kind of maybe come back, now I think they're obviously still fantastic, but if they have since kind of come back down to earth, and teams like Toronto and Milwaukee are now like, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of teams that I think teams are more even. I don't know if there's how many teams are considered S-tier, and if there are 2 or 3, there's the same amount of teams in the S-tier as there are in the F-tier, because there's probably 2 or 3 absolute terrible dog shit, no good, rotten teams, and then there's like 2 or 3 stud teams that stand above everybody. Other than that, pretty fucking even, I would say.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy, because like now the Rangers, they're back 1.5 games in the wild card. Even like the Guardians are only back 2.5 games in the wild card. But then you get like the Reds and St. Louis over in the NL, along with the Giants, both all 2.5, 3.5 games back. Like it's a fun season this year. The deadline's going to be wild, because there's also a lot of good, I guess you could say, rentals out there, because we don't know if they're going to be long-term signings, but there's a lot of good rentals out there.
It's going to be fun. And we're approaching that. Let's cruise into our vibe check, because I'm 2 cups of coffees deep, and I'm also on my espresso right here. 2 cups of coffee and now an espresso. That's how I'm rocking to start a Wednesday. So we go to our vibe check. Little fun. talk here because on Sunday, I mean, all eyes on the trade deadline, obviously, which is the 30th.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Sunday is the 27th, and that's something to look forward to a little before the deadline with the Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Always fun. We'll see guys like Dick Allen, Dave Parker. I don't know what's good with Dick Allen. Dave Parker has passed away, and I think actually somewhat recently he's passed away. So that stinks for him. But Dick Allen, don't know much about the guy.
Yeah, he passed.
So Dick Allen's been dead?
Yeah, he passed in 2020.
Oh, shit. And what about Dave Parker? Somewhat recent, right?
Probably.
Dave Parker. Oh, yeah, June of this year.
Yeah.
So, so that's kind of like the older guys that are getting in now, and then the first ballot dudes: CC, Ichiro, Billy Wagner. So that's cool.
All deserving.
Yeah, a couple of Yankees there too. Ichiro will not be remembered as a Yankee, but he did play with the Yanks. So, good to see a couple of Bombers get in. Billy Wagner. I don't know what is he remembered as. I remember him as a Met. I don't fucking even know. What
Billy? I would say the Astros.
Yeah, Houston. I guess he would be more. I remember him as a fucking Met.
Yeah, that's fair.
But CC, CC will probably have a Yankee hat on his plaque, right? He's got to have one.
Oh, 100%. There's no way he doesn't have one, I would say.
So we love that. Let's go. Karsten Charles Sabathia. Love to see him. Actually share a birthday with CC.
CC had a wild, I guess you could say, kind of career. Because he did it on both sides in the AL and the NL. He did it for it was teams like the Brewers all the way to the Yankees. It was just even back when the Cleveland Indians were still the Cleveland Indians.
Yeah, you can't even say that anymore.
Yeah, CC had a very weird career, but it was cool because he was dominant kind of everywhere he went.
He was, and when he had that short stint with the Brewers, he got to hit a little bit in the National League. Yeah. He showed everyone he could break. So that was cool. And then he won his Cy Young with Cleveland, but his World Series ring with the Yankees, and he's one of 4 lefties with 3,000 Ks, I believe. I think didn't Kershaw just become the 4th guy?
Yeah.
So there was a time he was the 3rd lefty to do it. Speaking of lefties, older lefties, by the way, Rich Hill, huh? He's 45, Sean.
Yeah.
That's old.
When's the last time he played?
That's a good question. I was actually just going to pull him up. I maybe not last year, or maybe he did last year. That maybe 2 years ago. Definitely 2 years ago. Last time he played, he did play. He played 4 games last year. It looks like with Boston.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is
It's
Rich
a
Hill.
wild career. This is insane.
Yeah, so this is Red Sox legend Rich Hill. This Dodgers legend Rich Hill. Chicago Cubs legend Rich Hill. Cleveland legend. Should I keep going? So the point is, there's 14 teams. He makes his debut with the Royals this year, making him which puts him in his 14th team that he's played on, tying him with Edwin Jackson for most teams played for. Yesterday he goes, and he's also 45, but I guess you have to be somewhat old to play. Well, yeah, I guess you have to be somewhat old to play for 14 teams. I'd imagine if you played for 14 teams in 10 years, that would be
unless your name's Tommy Pham.
Yeah, yeah, right. But 14 teams is crazy. So that's an MLB record, tied for an MLB record with Edwin Jackson. Yesterday, though, he goes 5 innings, 1 earned, 2 walks, 1 strikeout. So I forget who they played. It was the Royals and the against who? I fucking forget.
I have no idea.
It was a bad team, and they lost. Oh, no, sorry. It was a good team, and they lost. It was the Cubs. So someone on the Cubs struck out to 45-year-old Rich Hill. That's kind of nice. He picked up a strikeout. He did get a loss, though. So that sucks. But he didn't pitch bad. It's just the offense didn't produce.
Yeah, what's new? Same old story with the Royals. They sign a pitcher, they need a hitter.
Yeah. So we'll see what they do at the deadline, but I don't know if he's their saving grace. We'll see if they continue to roll. Now, ESPN Fantasy, I think, has Hill in as a reliever, so maybe that's what his role was in 4 games last year with Boston. He was more of a out-of-the-pen guy. I don't fucking know.
Well, I would assume being this old, it would be out of the pen. But, he went 5 innings last night, so that's pretty impressive for especially his age. He's 45, 14 different teams. That's a lot on the body, man. It's a lot on the body.
Let's see when he made his debut in 05. I think was that what I saw. '05 made his debut with the Cubbies. So every team he basically pitches against is his former team. That's kind of funny. But I mean, good for him. I guess it's cool. We'll see what happens when like Reagans comes back, or maybe Lorenzen just wasn't doing it. Like I don't know who the odd man out is, because one of the better things of there hasn't been a lot of highs for a Kansas City season thus far. One of the better things has been their pitching as a whole. I guess they're just testing the water, see what they can get innings wise out of anybody. All hands on deck type of thing. He didn't have a good season in the minor leagues, but they called him up. I guess you just get a little
I
veteran.
guess when you
love.
need arms, you need arms. It's almost like
Yeah.
the David Robertson thing. It's like if you need arms, you need arms. Get whatever you can, wherever you can, I guess.
Yeah. Now David Robertson's he's kind of like our neighbor. He's out here in Lehigh Valley.
Yeah, he's here till August 6th, I think they said. Somewhere around there.
So how about this? This is like back-to-back episodes when like an older dude has gotten signed, or I guess Rich Hill has been signed. Robertson is free agent, but Hill comes to the major leagues. Robertson gets signed. Older veteran dudes.
I wonder if it's going to open up a can of worms for some of these guys.
Well, I just like it for the nostalgic purposes.
Yeah. Dave Robertson, I mean, like he's been all around too, especially in the last couple of years he's been around.
Yeah, he's been a journeyman. Sure. Yeah, and I mean, and I guess Rich Hill. I mean, they should rebrand the name Journeyman and call it like
the Rich
Hill.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, he plays.
Go ahead.
He plays for one more team. He's played for half the league.
Yeah, that is nuts.
Yeah.
That is nuts. The funny thing with Rich Hill is, remember when they used to do Players Weekend, and they would have the last nicknames on the back of the jerseys.
Yeah, I remember that.
For like 1 or 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
I think part of the reason they don't do it anymore is because Rich Hill made his nickname Dick Mountain. So he was obviously a veteran at the time. This had to have been like 5 years ago. So he was still 40. Like he was probably 40. So he's like, he had his tenure in the league, and he was like, instead of Rich Hill, I'm going to go by Dick Mountain. And he put that on the back of the jersey.
That's actually. I wonder if we could find that jersey.
Yeah, Dick Mountain jerseys, at least custom ones. That would be sick to do now that he's back in the league. I would do Dick Mountain jerseys. Now I don't think they do Players Week. Well, they do Players Weekend, but they don't allow the people to choose their nicknames anymore. Anyway, Sean, you talk about this because I'm sure you're watching these Phillies games. We had some crazy plays. Monday, the game ends in a walk-off, and then Tuesday, in the early parts of yesterday's game, there was another catcher's interference. Walk-off was a catcher's interference, and then there was another play with Harper stealing home. But I think he would have been safe regardless. But then it goes to catcher's interference. Like what was going on with these?
The second one, I don't know. The explanation on it. And the umpire calling it didn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. But he was safe either way. So, fans can't really knock it that much. You know what I mean? Because he was safe. He got under the tag. He was there. Harper also needs to stop trying to, Harper loves testing the limits on the base paths and stuff like that. Harper is not when you say Bryce Harper, he should not be stealing home. But he did, and we love it, and it's good, and he was safe, so we let him do what he wants.
You got a good read on it, I guess. So whatever was in the scouting report, or he's seeing
he might be getting better on the base paths by trial and error. Because beforehand, it was just bad. Shepard routine signals into doubles and stuff. It was just.
I remember that.
Yeah,
his early days, especially in Washington. I mean, he's aggressive. There's a difference between being aggressive and overly aggressive, but at least I feel like more now than ever, it's been kind of playing out in his favor, but sometimes he's a wild man.
He is on the base paths.
I kind of like it, but it can get you in trouble. But he has been good, and it worked there. I think so. Before you get into Monday stuff with the walk-off catcher's interference, which was nuts. I don't know how many times that's happened in the history of the league. That's kind of crazy. But with yesterday's, I don't even know what inning it was. Was it the first inning?
Yeah, first inning, first inning.
Back-to-back is the bottom of the 10th on Monday, then the bottom of the first on Tuesday. Back-to-back catcher's interference, both with Narvaez. The thing was, I think Narvaez comes out of the catcher's box too quickly, and it was still kind of being registered as a pitch. I could be wrong on this. This is how I understand it.
I think you're right. Yeah.
He comes out of the box too early, and if you come out of the box too early while it's still being registered as a pitch, then it's catcher's interference. You have to kind of receive the ball and then like put the tag that like, I think he was kind of more so coming towards. I don't. That's how I understand it. I probably doing a bad job explaining it, but if you
No,
don't
you're right.
understand,
Like in all, like he could have still swung and hit the baseball. You
yeah,
know what I like? He didn't wait fully till the pitch got past home plate. Because I mean, they call that sometimes like when catchers sneak up too much when they're stealing. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
So like it does happen. But Monday was wild, and everybody who's saying like everybody who's kind of like just blaming the umpire for that and stuff like that, you have to realize it was 2-2, 10th inning. The pitcher walked somebody to make it first and second, then threw a wild pitch to make it second and third. Then they intentionally walked somebody to get the force out at home and the bases loaded. And it was like Sosa's bat hit Navarre's glove. Like it 100%. It was clear as day. Like it happened. So all the Boston, I haven't really seen many Boston fans being like, "This is bullshit," yada yada yada, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a whole lot of it. But if there is anybody out there, I would like to politely say, "Fuck off," because it actually did happen. And yes, it is your guys' fault. It's not yeah, no, we're not. We're gonna win a game any way we can. It's the MLB, dude. We're gonna take what we can get, and that's what we got that night. Granted, I think we still would have won that game with bases loaded, no outs. Mm-hmm. I would fucking hope we would win that game, bases loaded, no outs. But it was clear as day. Navarre's glove. Sosa hit Navarre's glove. Like that's simple. It's the first time it happened since like 1971 for a walk-off catcher's interference.
Damn. Yeah, I don't know who's disputing it. It was clear as day. Hit his glove. Navarre's knew it. Everyone knew it. It's a tough way to go out. But like you said, I wouldn't pin it on just one guy. It was a bad.
Yeah, you can't blame that.
It was a rough inning leading up to it. So it's like I would also hope bases loaded, no outs. You know what I mean? Like it's not like maybe it's bases loaded, 2 outs, and you have an opportunity to get out of it. Even 1 out and the double plays and it like right there. Like it's not like it was bases loaded. Anything could have fucking happened. That's what literally anything could have happened because the craziest thing did fucking end up happening. So like I mean I think we've seen crazy shit too. I mean we've seen like walk-off balks over the past few years.
We just saw a walk-off inside the park home run with the Phillies earlier this year.
Yeah, like how about that? Yeah, that was only a little while ago too.
Yeah, it was like a month ago.
That was so we've seen a bunch of crazy things happen. But you like to believe bases loaded, no outs, fucking anything could happen.
If anybody could have done it though, it would have been the Phillies.
Yeah, and I would almost would have argued. I mean, obviously they come out yesterday and they played good ball. They scored early yesterday.
Played really well yesterday,
and we're able to back a really good start from Sanchez. I think we'll talk about that. But I mean, I would, if you want to be really nitpicky. I mean, obviously they already won the series against Boston. Let's go for the sweep today. I don't even know who's on the mound. This is me with the broom, by the way. Who's on the mound today? I don't even know.
Who pitched? Sanchez. I think it's Luzardo again.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
I think it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So either way, that'd be big and a good start for Luzardo too, because he kind of needs this shit.
He needs it.
Either way, to get back to the Phillies, I would almost argue that just in terms of momentum, and didn't they lose the series against the Angels?
Yeah, they lost. They lost.
So now
they lost Friday and Sunday, and they only won Saturday.
So I would say the Red Sox are a better team than the Angels, and to come out win the way you did, I would almost say momentum-wise, it'd be awesome if you would have ripped the base, knock up the middle, and then you have that momentum. But guess what? It didn't fucking matter. You win how you win, and it was a walk-off either way. You're still excited. You still get the dub. A win's a win. You can't get nitpicky over that. And then you score early the next game. Part of it was a catcher's interference, too. That helped in the first inning. But you scored early. Second game, Sanchez pitched his dick off, and now they're going for the sweep. So good for you, Philly.
One thing to kind of like keep note of is the Mets have not left the Phillies like side at all. If the Phillies lose, the Mets seem to lose. The Phillies win, the Mets seem to win. Like they've sat a half game back now for I want to say like 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. Like it's going to get shaky at some point here. Something's just going to happen. Like
Mets are on a 3-game win streak right now.
Yeah, and also Boston, the Braves are only a half game back on them now to put them back in 4th place and out of the wild card. So Boston really needs this win tonight. So it's going to be, and the Phillies really need the win too to stay in first. So it's going to be a good game tonight.
And it'd be great for the Phils to win. For the Mets too, I forget who the Mets are even playing.
Mets got
They got the Angels.
They got the Angels.
They got the Angels. So the Angels are trying to avoid a sweep here, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Mets are on a 3-game win streak. As the Angels try to avoid a sweep, 4-game, listen, tough to sweep anybody. Mets are on a 3-game win streak. Do they go for 4-game win streak? Because now you're starting to ask for a lot. So not to say they can't do it, but that's again, to continue to add to a win streak is just going to be more and more demanding because you have more and more of a target on your back, and teams are going to want to beat up on you. And plus, especially when you're in a position like the Angels are right now, to try to avoid a sweep, huge for the Angels. And if the Phillies can get the sweep done, to pick up a game, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
How about this, Phil? Go out west. Actually, I think they might have been in Atlanta, but the Giants, nonetheless. Devers playing for. Hey, that's team player Rafael Devers. He's playing first base now on a Tuesday win. They won 9-0, so they won big. Devers multi-hit game, 2 for 5, 2 runs scored in a ribby. Good for you, Rafael. I don't think he looked bad. I don't know if he had really many opportunities at first, but he was able to catch the baseball with his foot on the base, with his foot on the bag. So
known team guy Rafael Devers. known selfless human being Rafael Devers.
Yeah,
makes his first start at first base. This guy can go fuck himself still to this. I mean, it's about time, dude. You gave all this backlash for how freaking long? Like, come on, man. Yeah, good. Get your ass out there, dude.
I will say this. I mean, there's not really much to say. Like, that's just what happened, Yeah. But I will say, he was struggling with DHing, and some people could make the case that DHing is a tough job. If you make out, there's really nothing to look forward to except your next at bat. So you're sitting in the dugout, that could weigh on you. At least defensively, you have an opportunity to get him out in the field. Maybe make a play, help your team defensively, help your team in that regard. Think about something else besides being like, oh, I just fucking struck out on 3 pitches. Fuck, now I gotta wait 2 innings before I can actually help my team again. At least you can go out and get them in the field. Maybe take your mind off of something. Feel like you're contributing. So maybe playing a position is good for him, especially since he's been on a bit of a lull since joining the Giants. So maybe that's a good thing. We'll see.
Yeah, he. Where did he say? I want to find one of his quotes real quick. I felt very comfortable. I've been practicing for a while. It's really good that I was able to get out there. But most importantly, we won the game. Known team guy.
Yep.
Rafael Devers. Known team guy.
Yep. We love that. Good job, Rafi. And it's and plus, this is just kind of breaks the seal. Now it's like, I've done it. Like, fuck it. This could be,
Rafael Devers is lucky he's in San Francisco now, because now everybody really gets to forget the amount of horrible fucking quotes this guy had in the beginning of the year.
That's true. And they're more lax out there out west anyway.
And they don't really get covered a whole lot as the they don't get covered as much as like the Red Sox do.
Well,
because they got the Dodgers out there, and that Dodgers take away a whole lot from the from San Fran. So he is kind of lucky, because I remember us doing an episode earlier and just being like, do you think his translator looked at him and being like, do you really want me to say that? Like, are you sure?
Yeah. I could just beat around the bush here, Rafi. I don't have to do it. I don't have to translate exactly what you said. But there's already been too many problematic shit with translators over the past few years. So fucking EPay. Anyway. Here, how about this one? Another little thing to look forward to before we kind of get into our next segment here. But something we haven't really talked about, but they've been advertising on MLB Network, the Speedway Classic on August 2nd. So that's a cutesy little thing as MLB tries to grow the game and do new fun things. They always like to do these things where let's play in the UK, or let's do a Mexican series or whatever they do. Over years ago, they did the Field of Dreams. Well, the one this year is the Speedway Classic. I don't know if it's a whole ass series or if it's just a 2-game series, a 1-game thing. I don't know that many details about it. I just know it's the Braves and Reds at Bristol Motor Speedway on August 2nd, which is, how do they advertise it? This is the first ever baseball game played at a motor sports arena or motor sports track or some shit.
I think, yeah.
Which is no shit. Which is no shit. Because they're not who's doing this every year? But the capacity of this place is 146,000. So that's a fuck ton of people.
And who's doing it? It's Braves Reds, right?
Braves Reds.
Is it in Atlanta?
It's in Bristol Motor Speedway. I think it's Bristol. Where the fuck is Bristol? Tennessee?
No, is that?
No.
I don't know. We're not geography guys, people. Sorry.
Where is this motherfucker?
Bristol, I wanted to say was freaking.
Yeah, it's Tennessee. It's
Tennessee. Okay, people will show out for that.
And that's another thing too. So it'll be the first ever game played in professional baseball in Tennessee.
Yeah, good for them. Good for Tennessee. That would be good. I missed the Field of Dreams though. I like the Field of Dreams.
That
a lot.
was a good one.
Especially that. I mean, like I know it didn't go well for the Yankees when Tim Anderson hit that walk off, but like that was so sick.
That was Tim's last big moment. So let's tip our hat to Tim. Fuck it.
Yeah. Now he just sucks and wastes away on whatever. I don't even know where Tim Anderson is now.
Free agent somewhere.
Yeah, I'm surprised the Rockies haven't even signed him. He's really in baseball purgatory, dude.
He is. Anyway, let's get to some of these clips from yesterday's stuff. Should we start with the good or the ugly?
Go with the good. We'll end on the ugly.
Let's end on the ugly. So Sanchez goes the distance. We have we'll talk a little bit about him. Let's react to our buddy Hunter Brody here, Sean. I got him. This is he's great, first of all, on his radio show, whatever. But this is the clip via TikTok. Tell me if you can hear this. Which was awesome. And now, could you hear it okay?
No, I couldn't hear it.
Oh, you couldn't hear that at all?
No.
Oh, fuck. How about now?
I think it might be because I'm on my phone spin.
Well, let's just let it rip. Turn off in the comments so you hear it. Okay, well, anyway, that's just Tom McCarthy's call if you couldn't hear it. We're just our first time trying to fucking rip these clips like
that's
that.
That's just Tom McCarthy's call if you couldn't hear it.
Oh, okay. Is that on your laptop there? Now you have an echo.
Yeah, never mind. All right, go ahead.
Well, either way, if it doesn't work, then fuck it. We could just talk about it because that was, first of all, was Tom McCarthy's call. That was cool. And then the big thing was via Hunter Brody, which I do agree with when he says it had a different feel yesterday. Do you think that Sanchez pitched with a little bit of a chip on his shoulder?
100%.
A bit of a feel because he's been pitching like an all-star, though he wasn't one.
Yeah. Oh my God, 100%. And Hunter Brody is awesome because he is a little outlandish and does get ahead of himself sometimes, but he does make some pretty solid points every now and again. You know what I mean? Yesterday, It is true. It did feel a little different. It felt like the Boston Red Sox were coming in, good team, but Chris Sanchez should be deserving of being talked in all-star conversation, top 5 at least. Throw his name in there because he has been unfreaking real. Goes the complete game yesterday, 12 strikeouts, 1 earned run, 4 hits. What are you talking about? Yes, this guy should be in the Cy Young talks. He just went the distance, man. I mean, how often do we see people go complete games anymore? Like hardly ever. And I mean, he pitched with a chip on his shoulder yesterday. He attacked a hot and good Boston lineup right now and showed everybody that he deserved to be an all-star.
Yeah, and you got to remember that was his first start in the second half. Before that, his last start of the first half, he goes into the 8th. He went 7 1/3, so he's going deep in the fucking game. His last 4 outings, he's gone at least 7 in each of them. Obviously, the last 2, 7 1/3, and now 9. The only run he gave up yesterday was a solo shot, so you could say, you could make the case he really only made 1 mistake. Other than that, 3 more hits, 4 total hits on the day, no walks. His last 4 decisions are all wins. His last loss actually came in Pittsburgh, but he went 7 innings, 2 earned. So he actually has all of his outings. You have to go all the way back to May 24th, which was his last start. Oh, sorry. You have to go all the way back to May 29th, which was his last start that wasn't a quality start. So since the beginning of June, all of his starts in June and then all of his starts in July, all quality starts. He had to go all the way back to May 24th, the last time he's given up more than 2 runs in a start, where he gave up 3. So like he's absolutely unreal. He's a quality start machine. All he fucking does.
Also, like the really cool thing right now is before he was a very much like a pitch to contact kind of guy. He wasn't a big strikeout guy, and now kind of I guess he's probably, we could call this his prime right now, is just mowing people down, and it's awesome to see.
He's a stud. How about this? This is why I put you on the spot, but Christopher Sanchez is the blank best lefty in the sport. He's probably the best lefty in the National League right now. I can't think of a better one in the National League off the top of my head.
No, there's a lot of good righties in the National League. Like you could throw Max Fried. Like if we're talking about full league, it's like Max Fried's in there. Is Robbie Ray a lefty or is he a righty?
Robbie Ray's a lefty.
So that you can throw Robbie Ray in the conversation. I think Sanchez is better than Robbie Ray, but I'd give him top 3.
I'd give him 4. I would probably, and I liked him over Crochet entering this year. I really did. But
I guess like his Sale, we could throw Sale in there too, but he's hurt. You know what I mean?
I'm over Sale because he is hurt. But Scooble, Crochet, Fried, I think those 3 AL ones, and then I think Sanchez is 4 and the best in the National League.
I give him, you know what? Yeah, I'd give him 4. I forgot honestly about Crochet. So. But Sale's hurt. Can't really give, like Sale was really good before he got hurt, but right now he's not, he's hurt. He's not playing. So Sanchez is obviously the best in the National League.
And I like, I respect Sale because he was coming off the Cy Young and he was still an All-Star this year despite his injury. But so he was pitching well prior to being banged up. But I mean, I go with the youthfulness of a Christopher Sanchez.
And it's awesome because we just signed him. Like just signed him. So he got his money and still just what comes out in duels every single game. Like he shows emotion, and now him getting that snub, I think he wants to shove it down the entire MLB's throat. And I'm very excited about that. This dude also is how old is he? He's only 28. He's only 28. It's a good sign. Phillies and when Phillies have good pitching, it makes everything more exciting. You know what I mean? So
I agree. So good for you, Chris. He's not their ace, but he pitches like a fucking ace. So when you have like 2 aces, that's great. Plus Rangers been pitching like an ace too. When Nola comes back, it better not be Nola in the top 3 for October.
No, I think like I saw somebody tweet this and it was pretty spot on. It was with Wheeler and Sanchez pitching how they are, they're both pitching like aces. And then Ranger in the playoffs has been unbelievable every single year he's been in there. He gets in there and he's a slow heartbeat guy and he pitches extremely well in the playoffs. You cannot put Nola over Ranger because of that fact. Like Nola, he looked good in a couple playoff series as well, but Rangers arguably almost looked better than Nola in the playoffs. So, but also Ranger could be more flexible. Do you move him to the pen? He
would be more inclined to do that. So
exactly.
That's why.
So I don't. It's gonna be difficult. I wouldn't want to be Rob Thompson having to make that decision. Dave Dombrowski having to make that decision. That's a hard one. John Middleton, actually, we didn't even talk about this. John Middleton had an interview the other day. I think it was over the weekend. Where they were talking about deadline acquisitions, kind of addressing the bullpen and stuff. And he, in response, was basically like, we only need 3 pitchers in the playoffs. We won't use our 4th pitcher till the 4th game of the championship series, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, we won't use our 4th pitcher till the championship series. And he was like, so we could see a lot of these starters that we have now moving to the bullpen. Maybe we bring McAble back up and move him to the bullpen. So like when it comes to signing a big arm, at the trade deadline, it really like put a lot of those rumors to bed for Philadelphia fans because he was talking like that.
I like that idea. Like I'm an advocate for this, like always. Like I don't know why it's not more of like a given that teams should do. Like I don't know. I feel like I like it as it is, but I like them as like long relievers or guys that you can never have too many arms. The rosters expand a little bit, and you want to maybe cater to like I don't know. You can never have enough arms. I feel like so. I don't know why, and especially guys who have proven to go fairly deep into games and they're kind of conditioned to go deeper. Like use them as long relievers, but I still think you got to address the back end of that pen. You still need high leverage guys in the back end. So
That's what
I
I'm
hope
saying.
they do something. Yeah.
We still need height. We still need guys in the back of the pen. Like if Ranger, I do believe Ranger could come in and pitch a ninth because he's done it before. He did against the Padres back when we made our run, sent us to the World Series. But like I do believe that he could do that. But if you put Nola in there, I hate giving shit to Nola because he means so much to the Phillies and stuff like that. But he's not as flexible as Ranger is. And I don't know about Luzardo either. So
I'm with you. Here's another one. So that's like Philly talk. They go for the sweep today. So I hope they ride it. So I hope what they do, they ride that walk-off fucking catcher's interference on Monday. They ride that and they're able to score early for Sanchez, who kicks ass on Tuesday. Can you ride that Sanchez high here? And, hitting's contagious, so is pitching's contagious too. Luzardo wants to build off of fucking what Sanchez just did. So I hope,
and especially because we're going to talk about kind of some hot starts to the second half here, and there's 3 Phillies on that list right now. So, like you said, hitting's contagious, and pitching can be contagious too. Hopefully, Luzardo snaps out of it tonight.
Speaking of hitting's contagious, how about the Yanks now? Aaron Boone, though. So, okay, the last TikTok, if this doesn't work, I'll have to run it back and listen to it when we stop recording. But we're just fucking figuring this shit out. This video might be louder, so see if you can hear this one. Where are we here? This is him on Volpe, I think. Aaron Boone on Volpe. Let's see. See if you can hear it. Can you hear this?
It's not playing online either.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to look at that.
Well, hold on. Whatever. Yeah, if you can't hear it, well, my bad. But I wanted to let it play through just in case you can hear it, and it's just fucked up on the phone. Either way, it's basically Boone on Volpe. We could talk more about Volpe in a second because he's gonna come up when not yesterday, the other day you talked about guys underperforming in the first half. Volpe was one of them. We'll kind of come back to that conversation and talk, see where these guys stand now that we're about 2 series deep in the second half. Volpe was one of those guys, so we can come back to Volpe in that regard. There was also a thing on Boone on John Boy. They're asking him kind of some hard-hitting questions. I wish I could play the clip, but I don't know if in the comments if you can even fucking hear it. But either way, I wish I could play that one where he kind of had the kids call it a crash out. I think he's more so annoyed with just the fact that they were losing. Now, they did win yesterday. They have the rubber match today in Toronto. So it'd be a big win with Fried on the mound. I loved Schlittler, by the way. And I had them losing when we did our thing on Monday, our predictions. I had them losing on Monday because they're not a team that can win 3 in a row. They won 2 in a row. They weren't going to win 3, and Toronto's the better team, so they can win it. Loved Schlittler yesterday, and then Fried's the ace, so good rubber match opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, I think when they talking to Boone before Tuesday's game, especially after Monday's game, he's annoyed they're not winning. They just lost a big game against Toronto. If they lose one more to Toronto, I think that they lose like the home field advantage bullshit if for seeding purposes. So either way, plus, you got to make up ground in the division. It's a big opportunity to do that. But either way, he's annoyed by answering, losing, and then have to answer similar questions time and time again. People are annoyed that he kind of maybe gives lackadaisical answers at times. He has his quotes that he'll always. It's right in front of us. He loves saying that. It's right in front of us. Or what does he say? When this guy comes off the IL, it's going to be like a trade deadline acquisition because that's he has his classic sayings. He has his classic quotes. He's annoyed at this point. Jake and Jimmy, they asked him some hard-hitting questions, and he was really he had some good ones. So if you haven't seen that, check out that clip. You know what we're talking about. I wish I could play it. No, you could have a better reaction if you heard it because he kind of was like, So Jimmy was like, he's like that's kind of what I want, like not like as robotic answers or like not like the same shit. And then Boom was like, I don't care what you want. We got to like. It was actually I liked it. I kind of liked it. It's more personable that way.
Well,
but
he knows what comes with being the manager in New York. He knows what's coming from it, and he knows that. I mean, like with Volpe has really not done him any favors this year because he hasn't been good. He hasn't been good in the field, so people are going to ask a whole lot of questions, and especially, I mean, like, have people started being like, "Is he the shortstop of the future?"
Yeah. And there's a guy, George Lombard Jr. Watch out for him.
But that's kind of striking me as why he keeps getting annoyed. It's because it's like they had this whole plan with Volpe, and people are not realizing, well, it's really only his third year. Like he needs a little bit more time to play out.
The numbers don't look good. We'll do a deeper dive in Volpe and the rest of those numbers in a second. Let's focus on like the good shit really quick. Talk about who's hot in July. And I know you probably have a lot to say about this guy. His name is JT Realmuto. What's his name? Jacob Thomas?
Jacob Tyler.
Jacob Tyler. Well, anyway, he entered Tuesday with the highest batting average in July. He still might. I don't know. But after an 0 for 4 on Tuesday, yesterday's game, he's still hitting 377 this month. I mean, talk about the importance of JT's bat in that lineup.
That's huge. Because that extends and makes the lineup that much deeper. JT, when he's hot, it's really good for this lineup as a whole because that's your 6 hitter now, 6 or 5 hitter on some days. You know what I mean? And when he's going, that gives so much more protection throughout that lineup, and people can kind of take a deep breath. So JT is huge for that lineup. He's always going to get it done defensively. And nobody ever questioned how good JT was defensively, but as he got older, we were all wondering how his bat would look. And granted, he's had his ups and downs, but right now it's up, it's high, so they need to ride it.
I agree. And so that's good. And we're going to have a good mix of people here because JT, more of a veteran, didn't love the way he was trending in terms of his career because we saw the offensive production slowing down. It wasn't that long ago. He was a 2020 catcher. And now it's like, well, let's see. The power's really not there, but he can deepen this lineup, and he's shown that now in July. How about this guy, too, Nick, the Lancaster Milkman, Kirk. The big milkman, Lancaster Milkman, whatever you want to call him. No one calls him that, just us, but it'll stick.
It'll catch on.
Yeah, he's hitting 362 this month, 7 homers, and a 456 on base, making a damn good case to be Rookie of the Year. Before we came on, I compared his numbers to Jacob Wilson because I think those are your 2 AL frontrunners.
Yeah.
And Jacob Wilson trending down in July. Nick Kurtz shooting up in July. It's going to make it for an interesting – either way, it'll be an A. So they're teammates, which is a good future for the A's. But how about Nick Kurtz really shooting up? Lancaster Milkman representing Amish country right there.
Big boy over there. And that's a good average. And those 7 homers look real good on him. So shout out Nick, pause, Kurtz. And I'm excited for the A's future. They have with him, Jacob Wilson. Jay Wilson, I mean, the trend he was going at, he was going to slow down at some point. But if they can get it on the opposite side, not only opposite side like righty lefty, but also like power wise, if Nick can be this power guy to Jacob Wilson's contact wise, damn, it's a good 1-2 to have in the lineup.
It really is. Last 7 days, Kurtzy's hitting over 500. He's hitting 281 on the season, 19 bombs, 49 ribbies. So before you know, basically, I think it's fair to suggest or fair to assume that before the month ends, he'll have 20 homers and 50 ribbies, and with a respectable batting average. That's damn good, especially when you see how Jacob Wilson's kind of trending. We didn't think he was going to hit 350 forever, but he's been very quiet in July.
Well,
it's going to be an interesting Rookie of the Year race because Kurtzy's making it interesting.
And also that 281 average looks real good on him because he started out cold. And then he started to get hot and then got hurt. And then ever since he's come back from getting hurt, he's been awesome.
Yeah, no signs of regressing or anything to be concerned about after post-injury shit. He's been back and been stronger than ever. Here's this guy, another guy who's not like terribly young. He's 27. His name is Kyle Stowers. We call him Late Power Tower Stowers because he does have late tower power.
Yeah.
So he's 27, so not like old, not young, but basically his coming out party year is right now with Kyle Stowers. He was an all-star, and I think that almost
deservingly so.
And I think that almost means more to be a stud all season, get recognized as an all-star, and then continue to kick ass post all-star break. That's a really good, well-rounded season. 368 in the month of July, 9 homers, a 439 on base. Ridiculous shit. And what's the deal with Kyle Stowers? Because his homers, they come in bunches with him.
They do. Yeah, he gets hot pretty quickly. And I want to say pretty quickly, but when he heats up, it's almost like you don't want to throw him the baseball because 9 home runs in the month of July. He might lead the. No. Eugenio Suarez. He's probably up there for amount of homers in the month of July, I would say.
Yeah, in his last 6 games, he has 6 games. He had a 3-homer day back on the 13th. That was the last day of the All-Star before the All-Star break. Then the first day after the All-Star break, he hits a 2-homer day. So he had 5 homers in a 2-day span.
So actually in the last 30 days, so like a little bit
game span rather.
So a little bit before July ended, a little bit into June, but Kyle Stowers and Eugenio Suarez are tied.
And that's big company for Stowers. How about this, though? If you look at the full season, he's put together 22 homers on the season, but 61 ribbies and a 295 batting average. Those are just the triple crown categories that I'll consider for this. But again, it's NL. I don't think he's going to win the MVP. I'm not going that far. But the NL MVP is wide open. I think it'll come down to someone who maybe has more of a superstar prowess. But if he hits, say he's hitting 295 right now. Say he keeps it up, he hits like 293 to finish the season. He has 61 ribbies. There's still a full month of August, full month of September. Fair to suggest he could flirt with 100 ribbies and say he gets like 31 home runs. 31 homers, 100 ribbies. Yeah.
Give me 1 second. My phone is extremely tweaking. I'm going to have to come back.
Okay. Get out and come back in then. What I was saying, 30 home runs, 100 ribbies, and 293 batting average. If he can do that, which isn't out of the picture, if he does that in the month of, or to finish the season like that, can you hear me now, Sean?
Yeah, sorry. Technical difficulties, everybody.
But I do think Stowers, if he finishes like that, which is not out of the picture, can very well get MVP votes. Maybe finish top 7 in MVP voting or some shit like that, which is a monster season in the coming out party nonetheless. Let's go to Salvi, though, Sean, is our next guy.
Mm-hmm.
Been extremely hot, and talk about salvaging a season or changing the narrative of a season, because he was cold and kind of underperformed in the first half. But now you look at him, and he's the captain of this team, and they got to get going. Well, no better guy to get going than just Salvi. Hopefully everyone else can also contribute. But Salvi's come out the gate real hot post All-Star break, but also just in July as a whole, because he's hitting 359 in the month, 8 homers and a 397 on base. They haven't really got going so much as a team. They're playing the Cubs right now and not looking pretty. I think maybe they won on Monday. They lost yesterday with Dick Mountain on the bump. But Salvi has been that guy, and he can really try to help this team and shoot up, but they got to respond. But he's been a great start to a team that really has to find it offensively.
Yeah, you need the old vet to kind of have that presence if the Royals want to end up doing anything this year. So good on Salvi.
Good on Salvi, and he's a hard guy to root against. Everyone loves him. Here's a guy though, Sean. Let's pass it to Kyle Schwarber. 8 homers in July, 6 homers in his last 10.
Yeah, all I have to say about this is the Phillies better pay him what he's worth.
Yeah.
That's sign the freaking sign the contract. Give him the money. I mean, he's proven it time in and time out. He's been But he's been a big reason when we were having our struggles early. He's the reason we were winning games because he was hot early. He's going to have his ups and downs and stuff like that. But this dude has become such a staple in this Phillies lineup that I don't even know what this lineup looks like without him next year.
Yeah.
If so, they need to blank check whatever the fuck Kyle wants.
Yeah, I agree. There's Kyle. And, if it wasn't for if it wasn't for like a guy by the name of Eugenio Suarez, because 6 homers in 10 games is fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, Suarez has 8 in his last 10. So that's crazy. Suarez has 10 homers this month, and that was after he hit 11 in June. So that's 10 in July, and the month's not even over yet. 11 in June. That's 21 homers. That's like a full season for most fucking guys, which is a fine season. That's a good little season, 21 homers. He's done it in the last 2 months, and this month's not even over yet. 3 multi-homer games in that 10-game span where he has 8 homers in 10 games. Well, he has 3 multi-homer games in that span. He's nuts. And actually, let's tie Suarez in with the next guy because there's a commonality here. And for the people at home, see if you can catch the theme because it's Suarez and now it's Josh Bell. We haven't talked a lot about Josh Bell, but he's hitting 358 in July with a 452 on base. Back-to-back days with a home run. What's the commonality between Suarez and Josh Bell here? Both are having good months of July. Commonality.
What, they're both going to get traded?
Trade deadline pieces.
Yeah.
Trade deadline pieces.
I please, for the love of God, put Josh Bell in the AL. Because Josh Bell, every single time he plays the freaking Phillies in the playoffs, he murders us. Every single time, without fail. Josh Bell could have the worst year of anybody ever, and then he plays the Phillies, and it's just like, oh, guess I'm actually a baseball player again, and it just hits the piss out of the ball.
I love it. I was thinking Josh Bell could be a decent little fit in like Seattle or something. I know Ryan O'Hearn has kind of entered that conversation, but O'Hearn's been like, he's been the All-Star this year, and he was the only All-Star from Baltimore. He's hitting 280. That's nice, but he's not like I don't know. He's not like dazzling at the moment. I mean, he's good. He's good. But Josh Bell's the hotter player right now. That's no secret. And it's not like they can do similar things. Play first, DH. Bell's a switch hitter. They're similar in age. Bell's 32. O'Hearn's 31. So, I mean, you want a rental guy that can maybe give you a little bit of pop, that could be a big hitter, veteran presence, a guy who can bat from the left side, first base DH type. If that comes down to it, I might lean the hotter guy, the guy who's hitting 358 in July and not whatever Ryan O'Hearn's hitting in July, which isn't 358,
Yeah. So, I mean, I just don't think the reason people were even talking about Josh Bell earlier in the year is because he was having a kind of a down year by his,
Oh, yeah.
And so now he's kind of come alive, and the Nationals probably licking their lips now being like, oh, yeah, we can actually get rid of this guy for something.
Yeah, we could get something for this. And if you're Josh Bell, you are raising your trade stock right now.
Exactly. So that's
on a contending team, which again, a change of scenery is good for anybody. Maybe Ryan O'Hearn wants to say the same thing. Both of their teams are in last place. Let's see what O'Hearn is. Not that we dwell on batting average, but O'Hearn is hitting 208 in the month of July, where Bell's hitting 358 in the month of July. I would rather they do similar things, and they're not that different in age. If they're both going to be rentals either way, maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm more inclined to go with the guy who's more hot right now. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, those are the who's hot. Here's some other who's hot shit. But like I said, it was a good mix. Because you have some young guys, some guys who are kind of on their coming out party, like Stowers. Kurtzie's a rookie. And now you have guys who are veterans that are doing it. And you have guys trying to raise their trade stock. So
yeah.
How do you like that? How do you like that for who's hot?
I mean, Eugenio Suarez didn't even have to raise his trade stock that much. All he's doing is he's going to sign a massive contract at the end of this year.
Yeah.
For whatever team he goes to, they're probably going to want to extend him. You know what I mean? Like that's just what he's kind of shooting for this year.
Yeah, he's trying to maybe lead the National League in home run. I don't know if he's ever been a home run leader, and he's been a power guy for his whole career. I don't know if he's ever led the league in home runs. This year, he has a good opportunity to lead the NL in home runs because he's.
I think he leads the league in RBIs right now.
I could see it. I have to
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's got 86, while Cal Riley has 84.
Wow. How many home runs does Suarez have?
36 compared to Cal Riley's 39.
Is this Cal hit his 39?
39.
Well, here's some guys that could also be in this who's hot conversation. Some of them maybe not, but this is what I was talking about before. You had given out a little list of guys who had disappointing first halves, to say the least. Let's revisit that, see where they stand in the second half of baseball now that we're, maybe like 5 games past the All-Star break. So turning point guys, second half dudes after disappointing first half. The one guy on the list was Volpe. We briefly talked about him. We could talk about him more now. He had a multi-homer game on the 19th of the month, which was the second game back after the All-Star break. That was the Saturday. So the second game back against Atlanta, he was a big part of that comeback for Ribbies. That was the comeback game. Not a whole lot after that, Anthony. So it's been disappointing. He's averaged down to 212, and the defense hasn't been great. Him and Willie Adames, who's the next guy on the list, both are tied for the most errors in baseball. So Volpe leads the American League in errors while also hitting 212. Not pretty stuff.
Yeah, and we all know Yankees fans are super forgiving, so they won't give him a whole lot of slack, really. He'll have a lot of time to turn this around, which is obviously a fucking joke because right now Yankees fans want his head on a stake, apparently. It's just because this guy was brought in to be kind of almost like the savior, to be Judge's right-hand man, and it's not turning into that. He's young. He's still young. He's making errors in the field and errors that are honestly extremely avoidable. Just the other night he makes one that it's a routine one, and I think John Boy was actually doing a reaction to it, and he was like, what did he feel Shaw's speed or something like that on top of it? It seems like he's so much in his own head right now.
He is. I think if the average is gonna dip that low, the glove can't go through slumps. I just think you have to not be so live and die by the homer, which we talk a lot about. But it's true with both of our teams at times. We see it with the Phils, and I see it with the Yankees for probably a decade or at least a decade. That's live and die by the homer. I think Volpe can't fall into that trap. You have to be able to spray the ball all over the yard. Use the whole field, be a good bunter. You'll be able to utilize your legs, even if you start hit the ball on the ground a little bit more, and you're putting pressure on defenses, and you can beat out infield hits. I mean, that could do wonders for just finding yourself on base a little bit more, and then being able to swipe bags because he does have that ability.
Yeah,
he has a lot of ribbies this year. He's not getting credit for that. So there are like glimpses. Like none of his stats have all been good at the same time. He has yet to really put together a complete season. And the average has always probably been the big thing. But he has yet to put together a real good, solid, complete season. But there's like glimpses. Like one thing will kind of jump out to you every year. He's yet to take that next leap. I think we both thought year 3 Volpe was going to do that. I was really high on Volpe entering this season. I was really maybe overly optimistic. But like if the bat's going to go through, like if you have a really good month, I'm not saying he has to hit over 300, but like at least like 250, like would be, baby steps. But if you're going to hit like 1 month you hit above 250, the next month you have a bad month and you hit below 250, maybe hit below 240, and it's just right now it's 212 on the season, so really bad. But like you start to like do that, then it averages. That's why it's an average, right? Like it averages out, and you're probably hitting in like where league average is. Plus, so if you're a league average batting average guy, plus the homers come when they come. He has shown that he can get drive-in runs this year. He's like 53 ribbies. For perspective, Lindor has 19 homers and 55 ribbies. So it's right there. And Lindor started the All-Star game, 55 ribbies, where Volpe's having a terrible season, 53. So the ribbies are there. And the stolen bases can come. He could flirt with the 2020 season, but you also, if the bat's going to go through slumps, the glove can't either. And he is, like you said, a lot in his head. Back-to-back days with an error. Pretty routine shit. Anyway, Adames, though, also had a multi-homer day on that same Saturday after, they must have heard what you were talking about. They said, you guys got to get going because they both had multi-homer days on the same day. Now, Adames has picked it up a lot more lately. He also had a 4-hit day on the 21st, another homer there. So another error guy, but he seems to be at least doing it a little bit more as of late with the and he hasn't gotten a lot of grief with it for a guy who's also not really having the greatest season offensively and has the same amount of errors as Volpe. Volpe's got a lot of shit for it, where Adames
Well, like we said, he's over in San Francisco. We talked about this with Rafi. Like he's over in San Francisco now. He's not going to get talked about a whole lot. The Giants need him too. Like need him bad. So if he can turn it around, that is a huge an Aaron Boone quote, almost like a deadline acquisition for the Giants.
Adamas hitting 339 in the month of July, so he's been picking it up as of late. He's got that average. The average was actually like right around the Mendoza line all season, and now he's like 231 actually looks good on him. So that's good, especially if they're trying to get out of the fucking gutter because they been slowly trending not in the direction they want. He's a big bat. Let's go to Bryce, another guy who, and this was your guy you were the highest on out of the whole list you gave. You were the highest on him, and you said, and I quote, I could see Bryce, or I expect Bryce, whatever you said, I expect Bryce to shoot out of a freaking rocket in the second half. And boy, did he. The game we went to was Friday, first game post All-Star shenanigans. Multi-homer game on that day. So all these guys did have multi-homer games, out of the gate. So they did, they are trying to get it going. Volpe really hasn't. The other two, Adames and Harper, have. Harper probably to the highest extent because he had a multi-homer game, first day back, 10 total bases in that game, 2 homers, a double, 4 ribbies, and then he had another homer the next day. And he's been a huge part to the Phils, I guess, offense kind of. I don't know if they were ever cold, but obviously with Harper, they get going, and we've seen JT get going and all these guys.
You want to hear a quote from him?
Yeah.
I'm really good, Harper said. I mean, I really am. I don't want to put that out there and everybody goes, oh, what is he talking about? But I know when I'm going well, I'm one of the best in baseball. I'm healthy. I'm strong. I feel great.
Is that a real quote, or is that
that was before the All-Star break. That was when he had his 4 home run, and then he had his 4-hit game with 3 doubles and a home run against the Giants.
Yeah.
And so that quote, let your nuts hang, Harp. Get cocky again. Let him fucking know, dude. Let him know when you're healthy and you're feeling good. He is one of the best hitters in baseball. I mean, we didn't get to see it, but I saw a clip of his first home run when we were at the game Friday. The bat angle he took to the baseball, he had no business hitting that out.
Yeah, right.
And he truly is. I mean, he knows it. And when he has that mentality, dude, when he feels good, it's scary because we know he's one of the best hitters in baseball when he's like that.
He is. That 4-for-6 day at San Fran with the homer that you were just talking about, scored 3 runs. That marked the start of a 6-game hit streak, which carried over to that Angel series, which was after the All-Star break.
Yeah.
But that was the start of that. All the multi-hit, he had 3 multi-hit in that 6-game span, that 6-game hit streak. He had 3 of them were multi-hit days, and every one of those multi-hit days was at least one home run. Obviously, the one was a multi-homer day. Then he goes 0 for 4, so there goes the hit streak. But then just like that, in the first 2 games of this Boston series, he's 3 for 7 with 2 runs scored. So he's getting on and he's getting in. 421 average in his last 7.
The thing with Bryce, and I guess this goes for a whole lot of hitters, you can really start to notice when Bryce is going to start hitting well as soon as he starts ripping the ball the other way. When he starts going the other way, because this is how it happened when we made our run way back when, and I always bring it up, but Bryce in the Cardinal series in the beginning of the wild card division was ripping the ball the other way. And I remember talking to my friends being like, he's going to explode. And it's almost the same thing. That Giants day, the home run was opposite field and most of his doubles were opposite field too. So after that day, I was like, oh, this is good. This is good for him. He's going to start ripping the baseball.
It's a turning point, and that's kind of the theme of the thing, right? Is changing the narrative or changing the trajectory of your season. We've seen some guys in terms of who's hot really kind of do that, because Salvi is one of them. Salvi actually could have been one of our turning point guys because he had a somewhat disappointing first half, and now look at him. So even like a Josh Bell, like some of those guys who are hot, and now we go to the guys who we did address that had disappointing, and now look at them. Pretty much everyone, unless your name's Anthony Volpe, has really been picking it up. If anything, Volpe could be arguably worse because he just has in his last 2 games has 2 errors, ugly stuff. And I think he's had 3 hits total, 2 of them being homers since after the All-Star break. I don't know if he made an error in that Braves series, but if he did, then that means he has the same amount of errors as hits since the All-Star break. Either way, I'm not going to dwell on it too much. Good for Harper. He's obviously a huge fucking bat, and when he's going well, look at Schwarber continue it. How about JT waking up? That's big. Last one here. Another thing you addressed wasn't so much a player, but a team. It was two teams. It was the Rangers and the Braves. We'll leave the Braves out of it because I still believe that they stink, right?
Yeah, they do stink. They still stink.
Well, the other team was the Texas Rangers, and it was no secret that we all thought they'd be better. There was no secret they had a disappointing half as a whole. Well, now look at Texas as they enter the second half of the season or post All-Star break. 7-3 in their last 10, back above 500. 9-game homestand after the break, so that's what they're in the midst of a 9-game homestand. In the midst of that 9-game homestand, they had they took 2 out of 3 from Detroit. That was the first 3 games of that homestand, where they won the first 2. Then they ran into Tarek Skubal on Sunday, but that opens the door for the second half. Then that series put them back over 500. That series put them at 50 and they go to 50 and 49 in that series before they ran into Skubal. That was the first time since May 20th when they were 25 and 24. The first time since May 20th that they were over 500. So good to see them waking up. Now they're currently playing the A's. They already won the series. They took the first 2 there. Puts them at 52 and 50. Now they have games. They're going for the sweep today against the A's, and then they have a 3-game set at home against the Braves. That's their homestand. So the A's going for the sweep. They already won back-to-back series. Detroit A's. Then the Braves. They have some over 500 games or some first place teams coming up, but sweep the fucking A's, take at least 2 out of 3 from the Braves. Decent little shape right there, Texas. They're waking up. They're back over 500.
Yeah, and this is why we talked about the wild card is going to be so interesting because they're sitting at 1.5 games out. If you told a Texas Ranger fan that they would have as bad as they did of a first half and still only be at 1.5 games out of the wild card, I think they'd punch you in the face because they looked horrible in the first half. But guess what? Their pitching didn't, and it kept them in. They owe DeGrom, Evaldi, Molly. They owe them a couple steak dinners, man.
Yep.
Like they deserve kind of everything, like all of the credit for what's going on. Evaldi earned that $100K that he got for that not being named an All-Star because he damn well deserved to be an All-Star for what he did for his team. Yeah. Like you can't say enough about their pitching. And now, hey, maybe they're starting to turn it around.
Yeah.
Maybe they're finally starting to get out of that 500 spot. We saw the Red Sox did it. Can the Rangers put it all together and do it as well? I really hope so because I am a big fan of Corey Seager. I like him. You know, Corey Seager's like 8 for 12 against Tarek Skubal lifetime.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Yeah, that's like I saw somebody did. I think it was like the broadcast was talking about it when they played because I think they played Sunday Night Baseball.
Yeah,
and Tarek Skubal on the bump was just like shrugging, like because he knows he can't get Corey Seager out, and Corey Seager just is dialed in lefty on him. So
yeah, that's crazy.
Like they're 7.5 games out, so they're probably really focused on just getting a wild card spot right now, and they're sneaking up on the Mariners, man. And with what they have coming up, the homestand, the A's, and the Braves, it would be awesome.
Yeah, so they're 4-5 since the All-Star break. That's 2 out of 3 from Detroit, which was a big fucking thing for them until they ran into Skubal, which is like fine, but you won the series and then you ran into an 8, and it's not like they got like wrecked that game. It was a 2-1 game, so whoever pitched for them, it was Evaldi versus Skubal that night, and they kept them in the game. So that was a close one there. Now we'll see Corbin versus JP Sears, pair of lefties, as Texas tries to go for a sweep. We said Atlanta then this weekend. The schedule might get a little tougher then. So that's the thing. So they have these homestands against under 500 teams with the A's and Braves back-to-back sets. But then we'll see another under 500 team, but the Angels are a bit of a different under 500 than the A's and the Braves. So that'll be a good little test, a division rival in Anaheim. And then we'll see Seattle in a 4-game set, which will be big. That could be a change of who's in second place, realistically, depending on how things go. Then they'll start to see teams like the Yankees, the Phillies, then Arizona, there's Toronto. So a couple first-place teams and some more over 500 teams. So it'll be interesting to see. But nonetheless, a great start to the first half, it can be really good. They can just win 3 straight series, get over 500, and then they'll get their swagger back when they start to play better opponents moving forward and entering August.
Yeah, so a little breaking news here. Jeff, not breaking news, but Jeff Passan actually just dropped a podcast or an article on basically everybody where he thinks everybody's going to end up. And me and you, we definitely got to read this and we'll react to it on Friday.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, we definitely should.
Because I just got a notification, and if anybody knows what's going on, right? If anybody knows, it's him. He's got the finger on the pulse, man.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. So first thing, I just pulled up the document real quick. They got you guys landing Eugenio Suarez.
Nice, as they should.
And I think this is passing. Yeah. So he's got you with Eugenio, and he's got the Phils getting Class A. Huh.
Is it just one guy who should?
Yeah, they just have one guy who's
the biggest guy who should go to each spot.
Yeah, so they have best. He has best fit. It goes by. They have biggest needs. Oh, this is actually really sick. So he has each team, and then he has what they think they're gonna do. So he has the New York Yankees. It says all in, and then it says biggest needs, third base, starting pitcher, relief pitcher, and then best fit underneath it. And it says Eugenio Suarez, third base. So then, he has Cubs all in. Oh, he has, different categories, people who are sellers. He has all out. And then he has the question marks of everything. How much does somebody want to deal? So he'll have, best asset or best fit, stuff like that, for people who are going to trade and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool.
We should react to that, too. I hope the Yankees get Suarez. That's what they certainly do need. With Texas too, with the trade deadline, while we're just talking about Texas, with the trade deadline in mind, that's another thing that's going to be right there. They're going to enter August with a tougher schedule. They get through, beat up on the teams they should beat up on. They just got through Detroit, 2 out of 3. Maybe if they sweep the A's, like I said, and take at least 2 out of 3 from the Braves over the weekend, all at home, by the way. Trade deadline comes, they can address some things, and then maybe they don't look back. So that's where we stand there. Go ahead.
Just real quick, the Yankees got a guy in the minors right now named Spencer Jones. You heard about him? Yes. How well he's doing?
Yes.
You do you wait to bring him up, or do you bring him up because he's hitting the shit out of the baseball, dude?
Well, that was been the thing. He's been the last few spring tradings. He just got up to AAA this year. I think for the right price, depending on who you want to bring in, I don't know what Suarez's whole deal is going to be. Is he a fucking rental guy? He's kind of older.
Yeah.
Jones isn't young. He's not old. What is he? 20? Does it say 26?
He's 25.
Okay, so we'll be going on 26 probably when he gets called up. Either way, it's not bad. I don't really care about that, but I don't know where. There's not really room for him I don't know where where you would put him, and that's kind of been the thing with him for a while. I think they've been holding on to him, and I was kind of about ready to trade him a few months ago, and then he got called up to AAA, and he's been hitting the piss out of the ball. He's been fantastic. So I would think that he is a bit of a untouchable at the deadline, just because of how good he's been as of late. But I don't know where you call him up. And again, everyone has a price. So for the right price, maybe they would.
Yeah. That's just something to keep an eye on for this trade deadline, especially because they're probably going to be asking about him a lot.
Yeah, I would assume that's a guy that gets mentioned. Cam Schlittler seems like a guy who pitched yesterday.
Yeah.
So he seems like a candidate there. But that is that. Now, if we want, we could do a Sporcle.
Can you bring it up on the screen?
Yeah, should I do let me share this bitch. Sporcle, here we go. Tell me if you can see this all right.
I can't see it again. Oh, no, I got it. We're good. We're good now. We're good.
All right. So we end with the Sporcle.
Yeah, do we want to do stats leaders?
MLB 25 top 10 stat leaders.
Yeah, let's just go with the first one.
Top 10 stat leaders. I don't know how many stats are going to be. We're going to probably we might either Okay, I think this is somewhat respectable. 160 of them.
Oh shit! All right.
All right, we'll just have to rip through it. I think. I mean, if you type in like if you type in like
Yeah,
good,
it's gonna come up in multiple. Yeah.
Okay, it tells you this. So this is a good but play along at home. Let's see how we do. It's gonna be such a slow fucking motherfucker, and then all these ads are gonna come up. Come on, I'm hitting play. I'm hitting play here. Oh my gosh.
Sporkle's never been great with that.
I think they get like 1 million people on their site like every freaking day, and they're just like, okay. I think we're going. Okay.
Judge,
okay.
go judge.
Judge. Is that Otani? No, that's it's Otani. I could have typed that in, but that's Will Smith.
Yeah, Will Smith. Age,
Oh, this
Jacob
is an
Wilson.
update. Who's that?
Houston.
Yeah. Who's the Rays guy?
Is that Brandon Lau?
I don't think, but he'll be on something. It's probably like Yandy. Fucking thing. Or you know who it is? Oh my gosh, this fucking thing. I'm okay. I can't even like touch the ads, or else we're gonna get fucked.
Okay.
Like it's just like moving. All right. Fuck off. Let's try Yandy Diaz. He's there. I feel like it's like a Jake Mangum or something. God forbid I spell a fucking word wrong. This is why we're testing this shit. This is why we're testing.
Oh, dude, I have no idea.
Who the Rays? Oh, it's a Ronda. Duh.
Is it? Ronda's hitting that high. Wow, damn. All right, good for him.
All right, we got another Houston guy. It's probably your buddy, right, Jake?
It probably is, yeah.
Who's Toronto? Is that your other buddy?
No, I think it's
Alejandro?
Kirk. I think it is
Yeah,
Kirk,
your
yeah.
buddy. That's Stowers. We just look at his numbers.
Stowers, like power. And then Jose
And then
Ramirez, bro. Oh, Quan.
Oh, Jose. Okay,
Wow,
Homer.
Jose upped his average a ton. 295?
He's a stud.
Suarez, easy.
Suarez.
Otani.
Kyle.
Schwa. PCA.
Oh shit! Yep. Oh, you're such. Come on, man.
Crow dash Armstrong. Is that what you have to do?
You really gotta go. You really gotta hyphenate it these days. Oh my gosh! And if you spell it wrong on Sporcle, especially probably because we have like 1 million programs pulled up, good luck. That's why we practice it now, you know. All right, I'm just gonna have to. Oh my gosh, the time doesn't go, you know. So it's not like we're still at like a 1925.
Yeah, which is nuts.
So, the time doesn't go as long as the fucking thing doesn't type. All right.
Riley Green.
Not to be confused with country music star Riley Green.
And then Soto. I think it's Soto.
Yeah, it's Soto. Alonso came up for something. What is this? Ribbies? I'm not touching the ads, so it's got to just be there. Because if I touch it, it's just going to fuck up. If I Taylor Ward.
Yeah, damn.
And then who's the other D-back?
Carroll?
Guess random fucking names. That's a shit ton for
Corbin.
Carroll. Or Marte. Or don't tell me it's Josh Naylor. Unless I spelled Carroll wrong. Who the fuck would that be? Who else is on the team, Guriel?
It would be 2 R's. Is it 2 R's?
Carroll. Yeah, it's 2 R's, 2 L's. It's not Corbin. It's not Marte. Is it? Don't tell me it's Perdomo kicking ass. It is.
It's the shortstop. It's Perdomo. Damn. All right, yeah. Perdomo.
Stud.
I'm sleeping on him.
Runs.
Ellie.
Gotta be. Cubs runs. Half. I don't know who scores runs on this team. Everybody. Fucking everyone.
Have we put Tucker yet?
Oh yeah, Tucker's a good one. Padres, Tatis. It's gotta be like these top of the order guys. And then Minnesota.
Buxton.
Only guy I could fucking think of. If it's anyone else, I wouldn't know.
We're screwed.
Fucking hate Minnesota. Clip that.
Damn.
Clip that. We hate Minnesota.
Philly Casty.
Well, isn't it Turner?
It is Turner, yeah.
Toronto.
Springer?
Yeah, I was gonna say what Bichette. Who's a hick guy? I mean, unless Vlad's just like a monster, you're just gonna try them all until something sticks.
It is
Okay, Witt, I
Bichette,
guess,
okay.
right?
Yeah, Wheat. Milwaukee. Ed
110 hits out of
Terang?
Milwaukee. Oh, good one. I hope it is.
It's
If
not.
not, then we'd have to like start just like fucking around.
Churio?
Who's having like an insane? That would make a lot of sense. If not, then he's a hit guy,
It is
Jackson.
Churio. We like that. Manny.
I would say,
Manuel.
yeah, I would have to say Manuel. Another A's guy. I got Wilson. Oh no, we typed in Wilson.
Yeah. Is it Lawrence
Rooker?
Butler? Well, it could be Rooker.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Butler.
For he's
Hey,
like
Butler for strikeouts. Strikeout's gonna be hard. Padres. Hit guy on the Padres. I mean, Arias is always on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at this guy, Boston San Fran.
Oh, I wonder who that could be.
San Fran. Hayden Bird. No, who was the guy who got traded? Hal Harrison.
Oh yeah,
Atlanta. Olsen.
Could be.
Maybe,
Is it Riley?
Ozuna.
Ozuna was hurt. Oh, and he's still got that many. Okay, yeah. Washington. Wood.
Washington. Gotta be. Oh, Wu came up for something. Wood. Toronto walks. That's probably Vlad. Okay.
Yeah, can you spell
strikeouts be fucking hard.
Is.
Who's Colorado?
Oh Jesus.
Mahon.
Tovar.
Mahon. Another Colorado. So wait, all the Colorado guys just strike out? Is that what we're on?
Goodman? Is it Hunter Goodman?
I hope that's not my boy Goodman.
No, it's not.
Who's on this fucking team?
I don't know. Jake Cave.
Who's the first? Is it? Yeah. For the Doosan Bears. Who's is it like Toglia or does he play for the? There we go. And then Seattle. Word. Seattle strikeouts. Rowdy Tellez. I hope it is. Don't tell me it's J-Rock. He gets a lot of at bats, so maybe.
Is it? It can't be Cal.
No, we already typed him in.
Oh, true.
Who's the dude that like
Dylan Moore?
Yeah, Dylan
Crawford?
Moore. Yeah, we're trying them all. Or Rosarina.
Oh, a Rosarina might be it.
I feel like a Rosarina strikes out a lot. Shit. Rosarina. Give it a me. Yeah.
All right, what's
this
next?
Thing behind a little bit. Can you see it all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Stolen bases. Top one. I know the top one. I know it's hard as shit, though. The top one's hard, but I know it. I just know it because I know it. But I wouldn't have guessed it. Jose Caballero.
I would have never guessed that.
Another Ray though. I think Chandler Sampson, who in between AAA and the majors, but in his time with the majors, has a shit ton. I also think he has more now.
Is White Sox Vargas?
No, I bet you it's Luis Robert.
You think so?
Then, Victor Swipes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Robert Swipes. Robert Swipes.
ERA. So Skeens, Scooble, Crochet.
Oh yeah. Skeens, Scooble, Crochet. Okay.
Evaldi.
Or is it your buddy?
DeGrom.
Oh, because Evaldi probably doesn't have the innings. It is DeGrom. Evaldi does have a good ERA, probably because he was banged up, doesn't have the innings. That's gotta be Boyd.
Yeah, Boyd.
This is your buddy.
Wheels. Boobich.
Who the fuck is this? Booby. They gotta call him Booby, right? They call him. What is his nickname?
It's got to be Booby.
No,
the Croatian sensation.
Yeah. That's got to be Freed. Another Philly. I think we talked about him on the program today.
Bring him to me.
And then this got to be Hunter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Win. Oh my gosh!
Freddie.
This is your guy.
Freddie, baby. pitching like a true
Does
ace
he
this
lead the,
year.
I didn't know he led the league in fucking wins, Freddie. That's your guy. Okay, what about
Toronto,
Bassett?
probably.
Arizona. Merrill?
Burns, Merrill Kelly.
I don't think
No,
Merrill.
it can't be Merrill Kelly.
Who else would it be? And Fat?
Put Burns in there. Maybe it's Fat.
He's been like Fat. Burns is like 4 and fucking 2.
It's gotta be Fat then.
Oh jeez. Fat. The Padres is a dumb one. No way C says 10.
It might be C's.
Maybe Pivetta. The suspense on these things, dude. Okay, Pivetta. Mets up in the air.
Mets could have been anyone. It's got to be Peterson though, right?
We could try.
It's either
Peterson could
him
be
or
on there for
Holmes.
something. Okay, yeah. Clay did get a lot of wins at the beginning. That's not. Maybe you could try Griffin. Don't tell me it's your boy Meagle.
It better not be.
No. Who has that many wins?
Saves. You just got Meagle for saves, probably.
So it's not Senga. Did I spell these guys' name wrong? Holmes, Senga.
How did you spell Peterson?
Maybe it's 2 fucking T's. Peterson. It's not 2 T's. I feel like Peterson's like 7 and 2.
Peterson have a D in it?
I think it's Pete at the T. We got to be missing a complete. It's not Senga Holmes. I said Canning. Unless I spelled Canning.
Yeah, you
wrong.
did so Canning.
Who the fuck Mets? Montaz definitely not. Manaeus definitely not. Who else is there? All right, that'll piss me off. We can try Peterson with a D. That's like Jock Peterson with a D.
Yeah.
I don't know. How about Minnesota? Is it Joe Ryan?
Joe Ryan.
Nice, my boy. We have to come back. Sound off in the comments. 10
losses. Marquez.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be all
Marquez.
of them. It's all the fucking probably Freeland.
Is somebody ahead of Marquez? Freeland.
Sensatella. I was literally just looking at
JP Sears.
Oh, Sears. Yep. Oh
no.
No, it's Severino.
Severino. Savvy, yeah.
Severino. I thought Sears would be on there too. Arizona. You know what that might be, dude? It might be Gallen.
It probably is.
Pittsburgh. Maybe Mitch Keller. Some of these guys are like good.
Yeah,
that
I know.
Sucks. Yeah, I think Mackenzie
Washington.
Gore has 10.
Yeah, Gore.
Oh no, he doesn't. Who has? I hate losses. Who pays attention to losses? And who even knows pitchers
in Washington?
Maybe Mitchell Parker, and then do you think it's like the only other guy I know is like Irvin or whatever?
There's no E in Irvin though.
Yeah, Irvin.
It's
Parker,
not Gore.
Gore.
You said Parker already?
Yeah. Fucking, I don't know who else is there.
Dude, we go over it every week. How do I not know more of these pitchers?
There's that Japanese guy. I don't think he has 10 losses, though. I don't even know if he's Japanese, actually. Maybe he's like...
Well, the guy in Miami is probably Alcantara.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. And then Cleveland.
Maybe.
You know who this could be? It's one of... Oh, Trevor Williams. Nice. I totally didn't try that. I was trying to do Gavin Williams for Cleveland. And then but who's the other guy? I don't think Bibby has that many fucking losses. I think it's... it was Bibby.
It was Bibby. Yeah.
Tanner, you fucker. You fuck boy. Tanner, you fucking fuck boy, dude. I didn't know he had that many losses. That's bad.
That's really bad.
Okay.
Webb.
Well, actually, there's a handful of bases on this. Oh, yeah, Webby. So what is this? Strikeouts? Padres. Cease is a strikeout guy. I just fucking hate
C's. It is C's.
So is
Yankees. Rodon.
Oh, Rodon. Oh, that said Yankees wins, dude. Why did I think it said Mets?
Oh, I thought it said Mets too. Okay, Rodon, yeah. Giants, Ray.
That's gotta be. All right, we're at one. We need 11 more names. At maximum 11 names. Saves is gonna be crazy.
Innings pitched Tampa Bay Rays. Baz. Give Baz or Pepe up.
Or yeah, I agree because I don't think Rasmussen really does that unless it's Littell's been eating innings.
Yeah, could be.
Come on, Littell. Yeah, Littell. What a dirty dog. And then I don't know. We haven't tried Gosman yet.
Or Barrios.
What is this? Batting average against. Good fucking luck with this, but I guess we'll just have to use
Yamamoto.
Use the Moto. Just use the team name as a fucking whip. Good whip in
Stale.
Atlanta. Gotta be. No.
Oh, does he not have the innings? Maybe is it Strider?
Maybe or his whip. I'm gonna try to use this as my opportunity to nail the name Schwellenbach, like a little spelling bee right there. Come on, nice. Look at that.
Yeah, boy.
Look at that correct spelling of Schwellenbach. You like that?
Save to Steves.
Right. We talk about these guys all the time. I feel like.
I know.
Hater. Toronto's your boy.
Yeah, Hoffman. Welcome to the show.
Who's Cleveland?
Cleveland, Class A.
This could be your future boy.
I know.
Seattle. This guy's actually been pissing me off a little bit. Who's the guy at Cincy? Oh, fuck. Emilio Pagan? That's a crazy pull if that's right.
Yeah,
and
boy.
then Baltimore. This is also one of your guys.
Could be our
right?
guy. Could be. Come
on. Bautista. Suck it, nerds. We got 100%. We probably could have went faster too with this Sporcle thing, you know?
Yeah.
I think it's annoying when we're going live. I bet you when we play this back, it'll be like choppy. But it's okay.
It probably will be.
Yeah. We got 100%. Cool. We got two things running at once. We figured we'd try it on a Wednesday and see how it looks moving forward. Because maybe we just play trivia and shit on some days.
I'd be down.
We have time to fill. Here's our thing. Or maybe we just have to like cut it, like just get the trivia questions from this and be like, okay, who's like the top 10 in saves? Name them.
Yeah, almost not like throw it. Yeah, I got you.
The hardest name is the hardest name on this. Trevor Williams, 42.5%. We got him.
Tanner Bibby was at a 46.
And the only reason I typed in Trevor Williams is because I was trying to go for Gavin Williams.
Yeah.
So there we go. That's what trivia looks like, nerds. So I want to hear all the nerds complain and say, "Ooh, ooh." I mean, that's 100%. So that's all I have to tell you. Yeah. On that note, I don't know if we get any better than that. But stay tuned for maybe some more trivia. We dabbled on a bunch of different things today because we have to run this back and see how well the audio worked for those clips.
Yeah, maybe
they worked. Maybe they worked. Maybe
we just couldn't hear it. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it worked, guys. You just couldn't hear.
Yeah. Exactly.
And we'll see how choppy that looks. But that's why we test the waters on this. This is episode 39, Sean. We got to test the waters before we get to episode 40. By episode 40, we have to know what the fuck is up. But anyway, guys, that was all that. All the latest in baseball news and shit. Look ahead to. Well, actually, I guess we'll do more of a look ahead on Friday for a Wet Hot America weekend. Plus, a little reaction to Jeff Passan's.
Yeah, I'm pumped about that. I'm excited to go through that.
Yeah, because what's Friday? The 25th? Which is a good day to do it. It's a nice little round number as we approach the 31st trade deadline. And there's some very notable teams that have to do shit. Yankees, maybe they get to one of the hottest guys in baseball. His name is Eugenio Suarez. We'll see you guys Friday. Thanks for tuning in. Got it. Good in the morning.